I came home and I asked if everyone would have a conversation about the cleanliness of our apartment.
Who? Who did you ask?
To Lauren and Stephanie.
So you asked these two?
Yes. And then I proceeded to...
Now, what was the problem with the cleanliness of the apartment?
She would leave... I'm sorry, Nicolette would leave her dishes in the sink, stuff on the stove. I've come home and the stove had been on and she hadn't turned it off. Basic stuff with the common area.
So this problem wasn't with these two roommates, the problem with her?
Altogether, though, it would be nice if we could all work it out.
But that's not what I'm asking you. The three of you had a problem with the way she was maintaining the common areas in the house.
Yes.
So far, we're not talking intervention, which is what you say it was because of substance abuse in your complaint. Okay, so then you call her in and you start to tell her that she's a slob, that she's this, that. Come on.
Yes, we bring her in we knock on her bedroom door, ask her to come out to the common area. We have a discussion asking her, just basic things. We all agreed that we didn't want our things in the common area. Our personal items should belong in our room, and we wanted her to do that, and also upkeep with her dishes or things with cleaning up after yourself in the bathroom.
Perfectly fair.
Yes. And then it escalated. She was mocking me, clapping her hands, saying...
So you told her that that's what you wanted her to do?
Put a dish in the dishwasher, please. That would be beneficial to us. And Nicolette, mocked me, clapped her hands, say, oh, should I receive a gold star for putting my dishes in the dishwasher?
Okay, so that's what she said to you, and you said to her?
And I said, no, I would just like you to upkeep with your personal items and belongings.
Okay, let's get to intervention.
I don't think it should be called an intervention per se. Yes, in the complaint it says that, but I didn't...
I'm going to read it.
Sure.
Nikki was messy, drank a lot, and would take Xanax, which would make her act erratically. We decided to have an intervention with her on October 4th.
Yes, she had previously confided in me that she would have to drink before she went to bed, and oftentimes there would be alcohol in the fridge, and then it would disappear, so I assume that's what she would do. And, everyone to each their own, but that isn't great.
Well, after we got finished with the mocking and the clapping the hands, and I'll put my dish in the dishwasher, how did the intervention come up?
We didn't really discuss her substance abuse because that's more of a personal issue. It was more so about the cleanliness of the apartment.
Well, then why would we frame this complaint that way?
I think it was just an additive.
Well, I don't understand that.
Our complaint initially was about the cleanliness. I don't think we meant in the complaint for that part about the substances to be included in that.
You crashed the car and totaled it.
Yes.
How far away were you when you crashed the car and totaled it?
2 blocks.
So what you're suing for, Miss Rivera, is your car was totaled.
Yes.
And you want Miss Walker to pay for the deductible because you were paid out for the car.
Yes.
Uncross your hands.
Uncross your hands.
And you want her to pay for the down payment that you had to pay for a new car.
Yes, ma'am.
We started out this case by saying, you know what the word watch means?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
The word watch means take care of.
And I understand that, ma'am, but they were all sleeping, so I went to sleep too. It was late at night. I put my keys inside my underwear drawer. They were not left out. They were not left in the bathroom. They were put inside my drawer. So I put my keys away so the children would be safe. I didn't leave nothing out.
Money to pay the taxi.
So if you took a taxi home, you didn't have enough money. You didn't have money.
Yeah, so I needed to get in the house.
Why didn't you take the bus home?
It was getting late, and I was doing homework. And so I didn't want to take the bus. I had got orange juice and cranberry juice and notebook paper. I needed notebook paper because I ran out of notebook paper doing my homework. I go to DeVry University. So I was getting a taxi because I have a bad back, and I didn't want to be carrying all this stuff. It's a long walk from the bus stop to her house. So I got a taxi, didn't have enough change. I need to go in the house, go in my little locked cabinet.
How much money did you need?
About $3.
So
when you have a taxi waiting, they can call the police if they think you're not coming back. So it was taking so long at the door, I start ringing the doorbell and saying, hey, it's me, Brenda, at the door. Come open the door. I got a taxi waiting. Well, they didn't want to come to the door for some reason, so I started banging on the door. Open the door. I got a taxi waiting. They took their time coming to the door. So when my sister did come to the door, she stood there like, so? And I said, Deborah, it's me. Open the door. I got a taxi waiting. And then she said, so? And then she finally opened the door, and I said, gee, it's a lot of trouble when you have a taxi waiting. They can call the police on you. It's a serious matter. And, I just want to get some money to pay this taxi. That's when Donald come out the door and said, Mama, you don't have to take that off of her. And I'm going like, what does he got to do with it? But I had to unlock my cabinet to get my money out of it. And so when I went outside and paid the taxi real quick, and he said, thank you, no problem, and came back in, I said, Donald, it ain't none of your business what I got to do with your mother when I'm talking to her about something I got to do. And he goes, Mama, you don't have to take that. You should sock her. And that's when all this stuff got started. So she got all up in my face with, I don't know what she was saying, but here come her boyfriend talking about, yeah, you should kick her. And he grabbed me, and she went to hit me, but I was falling back because he was grabbing me, and I socked her, and I was kicking and everything because they had me, and I'm going like, I'm trying to defend myself. They swinging, and he had me by this side, and I don't know, he knocked me on my couch. And he was laying all on my left side, which later became all bruised up and in a lot of pain. I had to go see the doctor behind all that, okay? And then he went over, and started having a fit. He went over there and just took my TV up and went to the middle of the floor, and I'm up here watching my TV get bashed into the floor. Kabam! Then it's not a combined set. He went and got the VCR next, and he went and he bammed it into the floor. And I'm going like, what is he doing? At the same time, I'm down here, she up there, and then he went that way.
Enough. I heard enough.
And I got pictures. Say something, Tommy.
I'll take the pictures if you be quiet.